See, this is the SAP logon. Okay, this is the UI. Here this icon.
Srinivas, do you want to check your mic volume? Actually, it sounds a little bit. Default is usually very low. It's usually on the very top where you have the recording and chat option. There's this option for more options. What do you call it? Yeah.
I think there was one for audio. Yeah, the first one was audio.
Audio, microphone, audio test. That's the one. Not the audio, the last option. The last option which brings up more options. That's what there's a panel called audio. It's called audio conference. Yeah, the audio option is okay. Okay, that's the one. You click on audio and increase the volume from there.
Okay. Is it okay now?
It's better.
So here, this is the SAP logon pad. Okay. So this is called GUI. Okay. So here, first we need to install GUI. Okay. Whether we have installed SAP application server is in our system or not. Okay. Without having SAP server installed in our system also, we can access SAP server. Okay. Once we install this SAP GUI software. Okay. So actually, in SAP GUI, see here we have two servers. Okay. So one is installed in our system. So this SAP management console is nothing but a server. Okay. This server information has been configured here. See here ECC6. Go to change item, we can find out this server details. So this is the system ID. That is nothing but system identifier. System ID is nothing but the name of the system. So SID is nothing but the system identifier, and it would be 3-digit alphanumeric value, 3-character alphanumeric value. Okay. The first character should be always alphabet, and the second and the third characters either alphabet or numeric value. So that here we have given EC, and this is the message server is nothing but the host name of the server. So message server is nothing but the host name of the server. Host name reference in the system host name in which the server has been installed. Okay. That is the message server, and this is the system number. While installing, we need to provide system ID and the system number. System number is a 2-digit numeric value. Here we have provided 00. Okay. From 00 to 97, any number we can give. Here we have provided 00. That is the system number. Okay. So like that, we have configured the server details in this SAP GUI, graphical user interface. Okay. So this ECC6 is the given server details of this server which we have installed in this system. So when coming to this NS2 server, the NS2 server has been installed somewhere else. Okay, we have not installed this NS2 server here in our system. Okay, but that also we can access that server also. Okay, because we have configured this server details also in our system. So this is the NS2. Go to change item, we can find out the details of the NS2 server. See, this is the application server. That is the IP address of that server. Okay. Wherever it might be located, we need to, if we provide that application IP address of that system, and this is the system ID. This is the system identifier EC9, and the system number has been given as 02. So that server details have been configured in our system. So that now we can access this server also from our system. So select NS2 and click on log on.
So what is the NS2 server? I've seen ECC server, but I never seen NS2. Is it like a BI server? And I've seen ECC server, I've seen BI server.
Yes. So NS2 is nothing but the ECC server. We have just given system identifier as NS2.
Okay, so it's
EC9.
just a name.
This is a just description. Here, which description we have given here, that will be
Okay, I got it now.
Srinivas, just, I don't know, I'm just curious, the IP address and the server information that I have, is completely different from what you have.
They have different servers, yes. They have different servers where they have the application.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They have different servers.
Srinivas, actually, can you check the volume again? Because it's very low compared to even Raja, actually. Raja's volume is pretty good. I think your settings might have lower mic volume.
Maybe the microphone
Microphone is far away or something. I don't know. It's very low. Yeah, under audio, maybe just check if everything is, if it's.
That looks
Mainly the team, the software that we are using, the WebEx, check there. I think the volume, there's an option at the very top where you have a recording option. If you just go to audio, it will tell you how much, if your microphone and your speaker volume is full or not.
so there's a down arrow, like on the right side of the control button at the top. There's an arrow that's pointing down. If you click on that, then that's what you're saying, Josh, right?
Yes. It's just that he has a different console from what we do actually. That's why.
Right. He probably has no control.
Yeah, he's got more control because he's hosting it.
The speaker and the microphone audio test. Whether it is okay. Let us see once again. Okay, see here. Okay, so this is our server. Okay, so here we have provided this SID, system number, and IP address of the server. Okay, is it okay right now, Rajesh?
Yeah, it's better actually.
Okay. So that we can access the server. So uh, uh, if we provide any server details, if, again if we provide the server details which we have got, okay. So if we have given those server details here, we can access that server also. Okay. So we have server details now. So those server details, if we provide here, that server also we can access. So here, once we install this SAP GUI, we can access that server. Okay. So just select the server and click on log on. Okay. So here is the log on screen. We need to provide user ID and password here. So I am giving user ID and password. Okay. So this is the, we have logged into the, now we have logged into the SAP server. Okay. So this is the SAP Easy Access key. This is the home page of the SAP server. So here normally we can have, this is the menu bar. Okay. And this is the standard toolbar. And this is called title bar. And this is called the application toolbar. And this is the screen area. Okay. And this is the status bar. Okay. So the area between application toolbar and the status bar is called a screen area. Okay. So here in standard toolbar, we need to provide our required transaction code. Say for example, if you want to create a user ID, just give SU01 here. So this is the SU01. Means here we can create user IDs. See here I am giving user ID as A12345. Okay. So just click on create button. Okay. So here we can have different tabs: address data, logon data, and default parameters, roles, and different tabs. Okay. To create a user ID, okay. So first we need to provide last name in the address tab. So last name is nothing but this is the mandatory field. Last name is the mandatory field. So here we can check whenever we can see this symbol in any field, that would be the mandatory field. So here we need to provide a last name for the user ID and then go to logon data. Logon data tab. Here in logon data tab, password would be the mandatory field. So I have given password as 123456 so that we can create user ID. These two fields are mandatory to create user ID. One is last name and the second one is password. So just click on save. See, we have created user ID A12345. Okay. So that we have created or provided authentication to this user ID. Authentication is nothing but user ID and the password. Okay. So now we can log into the SAP system by using this user ID. I have given user ID and the password A12345 and password 123456 and I click on enter. So whenever user log into SAP system for the first time, he need to reset his password. Okay. So normally admins can create user ID and while logging to the SAP system, user IDs need to change their password. Okay. So system prompts you to reset your password while logging to the SAP system for the first time. So here we need to reset the password. So here I am giving welcome 123. Okay. So I have reset the password of A12345.
Srinivas, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Does SAP require like a stronger password with uppercase, lowercase, numbers, special characters?
Yes. In SAP, password is the only case sensitive. Okay. Normal SAP software is not case sensitive, but password is the only. We have only that.
Does it need to have like a stronger password?
Yeah, here we can provide like special character, numeric value.
Do companies force users to have a stronger password? Like, do they implement such policies?
Yes, yes. They maintain some password policies. According to those policies, we need to provide password.
And does SAP Security, is it responsible for imposing such policies, or it's done by the basis guys?
So normally, according to the client requirement, we can maintain password policies.
Oh, okay.
But everything will be defined by the functional people.
The function.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So here we log into SAP system through user ID A12345 and password. Okay. So now if you want to execute any T code here, see for example I am giving SU01 here. See, this user A12345 is getting message in status bar that is you are not authorized to use the transaction SU01. Okay. So because we log into SAP system through user ID A12345, okay, but he is not authorized to execute any transaction code because this user is having only authentication to log into the SAP system. Okay. That's why he is getting this error message while executing this T code. Okay. So he cannot execute any T code because he is not authorized to execute any T code. Okay. So these authorizations can be created by using transaction code PFCG. Okay. So here we have logged into the SAP system through admin password, that is ECC user 1. Okay. So that here we can execute PFCG and we can create a role or authorization to this user A12345. To create authorization, need to execute PFCG. The authorization can be created in the form of roles in SAP. Okay. So here we need to provide a role name. So role is a combination of transaction codes, reports, and web links. So here we are going to create this role underscore text2. So here we can create authorizations in the form of roles here. Okay. So in the role we can have different tabs: description, menu, authorization, and user. Okay. In the description tab we can write here description of that role, why we are creating this role, and what is the functionality of this role. That can be written here under description tab. Okay. And then go to menu tab. This is system prompting us to save the role first. Okay. So in the menu tab, you can see different options here, like transaction, report, other. Okay. So role is a combination of transaction, report, and web links as well. Okay. So here select transaction tab to add a transaction, to add a required transaction code. If for example, if you want to provide SU01 transaction code to user A12345, those that required transaction code need to be added here, like SU01. So like that we can add multiple T codes in a row. Okay. See here, this menu tab turned into green click on this icon, switch on technical name. Here we can see the technical name of that user maintenance. So then go to authorization tab. Once we have provided or added required T code in menu, then click on authorization tab. Go to authorization tab and click on this expert mode for profile generation. Click on expert mode for profile generation. So it is taking time because system internally picking up the authorization objects and the fields and the field values for the given SU01 transaction code. Okay. So this is now internally system picking up the authorization objects, field and field values for the given SU01 transaction code. So now system will display all the relevant authorization objects, fields and field values for the SU01 transaction code. See here, these authorization objects reside under object class. Okay. See, this is this orange color displaying authorization object classes. Okay. And this green color displaying objects, authorization objects, and this is the field. TCD is the field and the SC01 is the field value. Okay. So that the S_T code is the authorization object which resides under AAAB class, and this S_T code object is having a field called TCD, and the SC01 is the field value of that TCD. Okay. Why? What is the functionality of this S_T code object? So this S_T code is having a functionality. So that is the transaction code check at the transaction start. Whenever we execute any transaction, okay, so internally the system checks whether that T code is, whether the user is having that T code in the S_T code object or not. Okay. So here we have provided already SC01 at menu tab. That is why it is taking. So internally the system checks for the required T code SC01 is having in the field of S_T code. Okay, that is the TCD is the field. So system internally checks this user is having SC01 T code or not. Okay. So already we have provided that T code in menu tab. That's why it is showing green here, green color. Okay. So that transaction code check at transaction start is satisfied. Okay. Then go to this yellow like other objects. Okay. So say for example, here we need to provide these field values. So these are the fields under this object S underscore C underscore FU and CT. The same way we can have different authorization objects under this BC underscore A class. So S underscore user underscore AGR. So like that. So as we discussed yesterday class, so each and every T code will have a set of authorization objects, and each and every authorization object will have a set of authorization object fields, and these fields need to have field values. So based on these field values, the authorization will be created. Okay. So here we need to provide field values for all the fields. So here this SC01 T code is having these different authorization objects, and we need to provide field values for this all the fields. Okay. So here we need to maintain field values for all the fields. Okay. See, if we go to this SU underscore user underscore GRP, under this test underscore user underscore GRP object, you may have two fields, activity and user group. So if you click on this activity, already activity field is having these field values 01, 02, 03 up to 78. So see, we can check what are these field values. 01 is nothing but create, 02 is change permission, and 03 display, 05 lock, 06 delete, like that. So if you want to provide all these permissions, select this full authorization so that you will get all these authorizations, or otherwise if you want to provide only create user edit permission, so uncheck all these values. If we have given only 01, see here, we have given only 01. That is only create permission. So after provided all these field values, click on save. And then after saving, we need to generate a profile by clicking this icon. We need to generate profile. Okay. So actually this profile contains all the authorizations. Okay. So after providing all the field values, we need to save and generate profile. So we have generated profile as well. Now, so that we have created authorization for the given transaction code SC01. You can just go back. Okay. So authorization tab also turned into green. So we have created authorization for SC01, and then we need to provide that authorization to the user A12345. Okay. So up to now we have created authorization only. Now we can provide that authorization to user. So for that, go to user tab. Still this user tab is in red color. Okay. So go to the user tab and give A12345 and press enter. Okay. Here we can provide the validity period of that user ID from 2. Okay. So by default, its system give this default validity period from current date to up to this date, the 9999. Okay. So if you want to maintain a specific validity period for the user, we can maintain here. Okay. Then after giving validity period of the user, go to this user comparison button. Okay. So this user comparison button update the user master record. So user master record is nothing but the combination of authentication plus authorization. So it updates that user master record. Okay. So for that, click on user comparison, then click on complete comparison. Okay. So that the authorization will be assigned to that user. It updates the user master record. Now this user tab turned into green. Okay. So that we have created one role and we have assigned that role to this user A12345. Okay. So now again log into SAP system through A12345 user ID. So we have already logged into the A12345. So just go to the menu bar and the menu and click on this refresh button. Okay. So now this A123 user ID is executing SC01 transaction code. See, now he is able to execute at SC01. Okay. He is able to execute it SC01 transaction code. Okay. So let us check whether he is able to create user IDs or not. For that, give any user ID and click on create. Okay. He is able to creating user IDs. Provide any user ID and see whether he is having capability to change user IDs or not. See, whenever he is trying to change any user ID, he will get again error message, you are not authorized to change user. Or whether he is trying to display user IDs also, he is not authorized. Why? Because we have provided only authorization to create user IDs. So that he can only create user IDs and he cannot perform any other activity in the SC01 transaction code. Okay. So based on our provided role, he is able to create user IDs only. we cannot maintain any other activity in SE01. So in this way, we can create user IDs and authorization, and we can provide authorizations to users. Okay. So
Does SAP have default roles which are created automatically, or we have to create roles?
no, we have to create roles. So normally they have provided some standard roles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So directly we cannot assign those roles to user IDs. We need to copy those roles and we need to modify those roles according to our requirement, and we can assign those roles.
Oh, okay.
Or otherwise directly we can create new roles. Like giving,
So I guess SU01 is the SAP given um, SU01 won't be a role, right? It's a transaction code, right?
yes, SU01 is the transaction code only.
Okay.
And the PFCG is the again another transaction code in which we can create authorization. Okay. So normally we want any client won't provide any SAP standard role. Okay. Because each and every client will have their own business functionality. That's why clients normally create their own roles in PFCG. They won't follow SAP standard role. So directly from scratch they will create their role according to their business requirements. Okay. So normally these specifications given by the functional people, okay, according to their specifications, security people are responsible to create these roles. First we need to gather the required templates from the functional people, like for which T code we have to provide which action, okay, which authorization. So all these specifications will be provided by functional people, okay, because they know actual business functionality. Okay. So based on their provided template or specification, we need to create these roles. Okay. And again, based on their segregation of duties, we can provide these roles to the different users. So this is the this is the normal practice to create user IDs and authorization. Okay. So once we are if we have any comfortable question in creating authorizations and assigning authorizations to users, then we can go to JRC side. Okay, these are the minimum requirements we need to know. Like normally, each and every T code will have their own set of authorization objects and fields and default field values. I will show you. We go to SC16 transaction code. So we are in A1234 for user ID. Go to SC16 transaction code. So normally in SAP, each and ultimately data will be stored in table. Okay. So if you want to data of any table need to execute, we need to go to SE16, that is the data browser. Okay, here in SE16, we need to provide that table name. Okay. So here we are giving USO BX C table. So USO BX underscore C table contains authorization objects and the fields and the field values, authorization objects for all the given transaction codes. Say for example, if you give SU01 here and click on this execute button, this SU01 T code is having these many authorization objects. Okay. So how many? 53 authorization objects. SU01 transaction code is having 53 authorization objects. But while creating SU01, we won't get all these 53 authorization objects. We get only 6 to 7 authorization objects. Okay. See here in the check flag, why some authorization object is having this Y, some are having X. Okay. This is Y, this is Y. Okay. And again here one Y. Okay. So these objects, see, these objects will be picked up by the system internally. Okay. If you go to USO BT underscore C table, see here it is underscore BX underscore C table, it is displaying 53 authorization objects. Okay. So if you go to another table, BT underscore C table, USU01 in USO BT underscore C table, see it is displaying how many? Not 37. See, this is one authorization object, and this is the S underscore address 1, and the SC underscore FCNTT, AGR 4, and the AUT 5, GRC 6, PRO 7, and the SA 8, 6, 9. Only 9 authorization objects it is showing. It is displaying, right? So, for these authorization objects only, we can create authorization. Okay. So, T code will have many authorization objects, but we can create authorization only for these authorization objects which are having proposal status Y. Okay. The previous table we have checked that flag now Y and X. So for these objects which are having that flag set to Y, for those authorization objects only we can create authorization. For this S underscore address, one authorization object is having 2 fields. that is ACTVT, and second field is ADGRT. ACTVT is having these default values 01, 02, 306. ADGRT is having value BC01. And S underscore C underscore FU and CT object is having three fields, ACTVT, this. And this object is having only one field, this is of ADMI. And this AGR object is having two fields, ACTVT and ACT underscore. And this AUT is having three fields. So it is displaying all the fields and the default field values. These values will be displayed in the role while creating authorization. Okay. So in the role, by default, we get these values, and then we can change according to our requirement. Okay.
What is this table about? Like who makes these tables?
This so normally for each and every C code, normally at the back end there will be a above program written by the above person. Okay. For this C code also there will be one standard program. Okay. So if you go to SE 93, see, if you give this a transaction code FU01, this SAP MSUU0 is the actual program. Okay. The technical name of this program is SU01. Okay. So in this program, above written all these objects and fields and field values. Okay. For this authorization object, they have written a command called authority check command. Okay. For those objects, for which objects they have written authority check command in the source code of the above program. For those objects only, we can create authorization. These authorizations are above authority check commands will be written by the above people based on the business functionality provided by the functional people. Okay. So those functional people will give specifications to the above to write a authority check command for these authorization objects of the T code. Okay.
Yeah.
So normally, say for example, some other T code ME21N. Okay. That is the to create purchase order. So while creating purchase order, for which authorization object we need to provide authorizations or we can create authorization, that will be defined by the functional people because they know the functionality of the purchase order. So that is they will provide specifications to the above. So for this authorization object, we can create authorization so that we need to write a authority check command for this specific authorization object. Okay. So that according to their specifications, above will write a authority check command in the source code of the above program. Okay. So these are the SAP standard programs which already written by the SAP. Okay. So if client want to create a client dependent program, so he can also create a client dependent program. It need to be start with Y or Z. Okay. So instead of using SC01, client can create his own client dependent program to create user ID. Okay. So client defined program should start with Y or Z. Okay. If any client don't want to use this SAP standard program SC01 to create user ID, he may create his own client dependent program like ZSC01 so that client can create ZSC01 transaction code. In the transaction code, he can maintain all these authorization objects. Like for which authorization object he need to create authorization, for which authorization object he don't want to maintain authorization. Okay. So that will be written by the ABAP. Okay. Based on those authorization objects, we can create authorizations in the CMC. Okay. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So like that, these will be written by the ABAP only at back end ABAP.
So are we required to do any modification or like on the real job site, are we required to do any about modification or changes which is
No,
related to, okay, so that's totally taken care of the about team.
yes, yes.
Okay.
That will be that will be the responsibility of ABAP team.
Okay.
If you want to make any modification in the source code of the program, that job will be assigned to ABAP team.
Okay.
Suppose we have here 8 authorization objects to create authorizations in SC01, right? So if you
Okay.
want to decrease that number, like from 8 to 6, okay,
Okay.
or 8 to 4, if clients don't want to maintain all these 8 authorization objects, okay, to create user ID, he may decrease that number, like from 8 authorization objects to 4. So for that, he need to change that source code of that ABAP program, right? So that will be
Right.
responsibility of the ABAP team only. They need to change the source code.
Okay.
Yeah. Yesterday I already sent you that recording, right?
Yes.
I got it from there.
Okay. So before going to GRC, we need to have some basic security concepts. Okay? Next week, like next Saturday, right?
Okay.
And next Saturday also, we cover some other security concepts. Then we can go to GRC. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. About
Okay.
And you'll be sending the recording?
yeah, I will
Okay.
send you a copy.
Yeah, I'll be online on Skype, so you can send me.
Okay.
Actually,
And sir, is there a table with all the transaction codes related to um, security?
transaction code table. Yeah, in
Yeah.
SC16. So for any table, if you want to see any table, we need to go to SC16. Then in SC16, there is a table called TSTCT. Okay. So in this table, TSTCT, we can define, we can see all the transaction codes. So in the language, provide English, EN, and then in the transaction code, this maximum number of it, delete this number 400. Okay. So just execute, it displays all the transaction code. Okay. Or if you want to see transaction code, it start with SU only. So give SU star, then execute, it displays transaction code which starts with SU. So ATT codes are there. So like that we can set any transaction code here, or if you execute this without giving any set criteria, see, these are the transaction code 84,293. So all these 84,000 transaction codes for all modules in SAP. Okay. You can set according to your set criteria like USM and the star. So it displays transaction code start with here. So like that we can set. You can find out all transaction code in TSTCT table.
What transaction code do we use to get to the TSTCT table?
SC16.
SE16. Okay.
Yes, SC16.
Got it.
So you can find out any table in SC16. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I will send it to you recording and I'll meet you on next Saturday. Okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll wait for you right now. Okay.